Hello everybody, Hughes Moves Gaming here, and welcome back to another video. Haven't done one of these in a while, but let's do this week in racing. So, the greatest story of the weekend, without a doubt, and probably of 2020, Pierre Gasly. As some of you know, I am a massive Gasly fan. I root for Ferrari, then I root for Ricciardo, then Gasly's my guy. So, if a Ferrari car and Daniel Ricciardo can't win, oh, it was great at Monza. This man, Pierre Gasly, went to Red Bull. Sorry, my eyes look a little droopy there. I literally just got home. He literally got kicked to the curb from Red Bull. They weren't even setting up the car the same as Verstappen. If you look at parts side by side between Verstappen's car and Gasly's Red Bull, you could see that it was very different. Very different. So this man didn't have the same deck Verstappen had against him from the start, and then all the pressure, and then Red Bull having his head after every race, then him losing his job. Goes back to Toro Rosso, and to be fair, Albon, if he not gotten killed by Hamilton twice, would have done more in that car than Gasly ever could. But here's the reverse of that. When Gasly and Albon were teammates, not Gasly and Albon, excuse me. When Kvyat and Albon were teammates, Kvyat and Albon were pretty close. Yet Albon gets the call up, but Kvyat, who was doing everything he could, didn't. And then when Gasly came back to Toro Rosso, the Red Bull family and Kvyat's teammate, he wiped the freaking floor with him. Pierre Gasly, in my opinion, has been the best driver in F1 this season. I know everyone's going to say, oh, what about Verstappen? Well, yeah, Verstappen is doing wonders every week. And was someone saying Hamilton? Yeah, he's got 7 championships. Yeah, he's got the most wins. But F1, it matters more what car you drive than I feel like most other sports. For example, George Russell, he's one of the best young drivers on the grid. He can never get points because he's in a Williams. So we had that. So I automatically knew that Darlington was going to suck. I automatically knew it. The truck race was suckish for truck races standards. The cup race was unfreaking bearable until late. I know NASCAR will never ever do this. Get rid of Darlington. I don't care what you put on there. Get rid of it. Literally, I bet you we can get a roundabout in the middle of a town and it can put on better action than Darlington. And I know what you're saying. It's the package. Yes, this package sucks. A lot, it sucks. But at the same time, you need racetracks to be able to challenge. Yeah, Darlington has character, but it's an egg-shaped track where there's really no passing at all. The only way is to move people. And personally, I don't like the contact. I know that's the only way you gotta drive it there, though. And I feel like if we're gonna go to these tracks with this package, the way everything is, and I'm just gonna say that the next gen car won't have everything we want, but it will have close to it, and even then we'll still see Darlington stinks. Everyone talks about the Gen 4 era. There wasn't one good Darlington race in the Gen 4 era. There wasn't one good one. And literally, yeah, putting it at night, I guess it was good, but there wasn't one good race at Darlington in the Gen 4 era. The only good race I've seen at Darlington since Terry Labonte's 2003, when that wasn't even a good race, that was just good for Darlington standards, was when Hamlin missed the pits and he had to make up basically 20 seconds to go get the win. That race, I think it was 2015, if I'm not mistaken. That was the only good one. Other than that, it's been absolute hot garbage. Let's talk about IndyCar, because Lord knows we can talk about an IndyCar. So, last race that happened here, I wonder, IndyCar, you need to wake up. You really need to wake up and get your head out of your rears. This is stupid what you're doing. Sato barely brushes the wall. And you can't go green for that. I understand the Indianapolis 500, but you ruined another good race when everything was heating up between Ward and the Penske drivers and the strategy. It was just great. But no, IndyCar. Oh, we have a car blatantly brushed the wall. Let's not do anything but end the race. You could have gotten back. Indy 500, there was no way you could have. But this one you could have. So now, now we covered most of the races. Let's cover some news. So Bubba's leaving the 43 car. Honestly, I don't get why. If he goes to Hendrick, okay. But I don't think they'll sign him. If I was Hendrick, I would be calling Richard Childress and be like, yo, I know you don't really give a crap about Reddick. So, yeah, let's do that buyout. That's what I would be doing. Now, as we're talking about the 43, let's talk about the 48. Jimmie Johnson, I hate him so much. This guy, 7-time Cup champion, we all know what he's done in the sport. Do I think he's overrated? Absolutely. Do I think his fan base don't show Gordon the respect he deserves when literally there wouldn't be Jimmie Johnson, there wouldn't be his Cup championships, there wouldn't be any of his wins without Jeff Gordon? Yeah, show some respect. So, come on now. So then we're talking about this. We're talking about, Jimmie Johnson's going to Chip Ganassi, and I think he'll stink in IndyCar. I think he'll stink there. That series is more about driver talent than anything Jimmie Johnson has raced in since Baja. So, with that being said, let's talk about some more silly season news. Now, 32 cars open. Corey LaJoie is pitching his seat to the 43. And honestly, I would love to see that. Corey LaJoie can drive. He didn't have a good start to his Cup career by any means. BK Racing. Don't kill me, anyone from BK Racing. I respected your grind. You gave my boy his first Cup start. I will always be indebted for that. But, if we're not going to hire LaJoie for the 43, but yet, listen, Kyle Larson going to the 43, the guy who runs RPM now besides Richard Petty said that Deegan and Larson are the candidates. Larson's not going RPM. Get that out of your head. It's not happening. Hailie Deegan, she doesn't look ready for trucks, let alone Cup Series. Why would you mention her as a candidate for the 43 car? It's dumb. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But anyway, here's my race prediction for tonight. I believe Tyler Ankrum or Austin Hill will get it done. My dark horse for this race, believe it or not, if he's actually in the field, Cody Rawball. He's a short track racer. This was right up his alley. It's a Virginia team. He wants to show out. So I imagine he's going to have a good race tonight as a dark horse. But we have the race at 8 o'clock. We also have the NFL back. Let's go Chiefs over the Texans because I need your fantasy players to shut down. I need your players to shut down someone in fantasy, which would really help me. But yeah, enjoy your NASCAR, enjoy your NFL tonight, MLB, NBA, WNBA, MLS, whatever you're into really, and have a good night.